Okay, so breaking through the guard, this is the third theory that we have, and this is from the hawk form. This happens fairly early on in the form as well. So again, we're going to take Mukesh in his guard position here. We understand that it's very strong this way. He's very well covered. Whatever we throw at him, he can just turn his body and he could ride this all day long. If we strike it, then this is what we expect. But now, as we snatch back, we strike in with the wings. So in the form, we go forwards, hook, roll the hand out and turn it over. Now, again, because it's a traditional thing, we use the back of the hand. It's not quite the same. We're going to switch the weapon out. We're going to strike forwards, hook out, and then that can be your hook. So it's exactly the same body mechanics, just slightly more efficient once you use the fist instead of the hand. So moving on to passing the guard, we're looking at the dragon. You're going to have to take this with a pinch of salt because this is a very traditional idea. The theory is sound, but you're going to find that it works a hell of a lot different once you start training with a partner who punches you back. But we'll talk through the theory and I'll show you how to train it. So, the dragon, we have the very first movement for passing guard from the hand here. This dragon breathes the fire. We come up through the center, we strike down, and then come forwards again. Okay, so it's a double hand movement. Now, if he pops his hands up, now the hands come up and we feed them straight in between the forearms like this. Now, we don't pull, we must strike backwards. We strike backwards. So our opponent comes forwards here and then we slam forwards into the face. Very important that the energy you use is a strike and not a pull and a push, because your opponent will just smother it and then you get trapped with both hands inside. I'm going to strike in through the middle. I'm going to make sure I'm going to open up the hand. I'm going to strike backwards with my hands, making sure that I don't pull his hands into my face. And then I re-attack and slam both hands into his face, attacking both sides, probably up past the jaw, so stomach points that line the jaw all the way up to stomach 5. The reality is that you can do this with one hand and you can keep that guard where it is. So just because we use two hands doesn't mean that that's what we must do. So when the hands are up here, I can bring my hands forwards, I can strike through with one hand, strike back, and then attack with one hand here. The only reason why we do it in the form is because it's nice and balanced and both hands get practice and they both get the training that they need to perform the movement.